Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James Lenos the Brink, and we are one community. Today, we're going to be talking about something that we're going to be talking about what's coming up this year, and kind of talking about what's coming out. Kind of do a couple of things. Honestly, news is a little slower now that we're kind of done with the big news cycle of the beginning of the month, and I've been playing Expedition 33, so I've played the hell out of it. So we'll talk about that too. Okay, so let us see what everyone else is doing. Castmith for you, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll try to learn to use my stenography keyboard while I wait. Nice. Rachie, I will just cheer Castmith for you for the meanwhile. Nice. Glad you guys are cheering each other on. Wolf, welcome, welcome, welcome. Cascoder got the Retroid Pocket 5. I'll do my website update at the end, but people should be able to go there and subscribe. So give me 1 second as I get the site up and running. Excuse me. How you doing, Wolf, Cascoder, Catsmith, and Rachie? And anyone else that might have trickled on in. How are you guys doing? Let's get this all set up. Okay. That's right. I still haven't disabled ChatGPT. So, let's see here. Now that this is what I need. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. So we'll talk about the Retro Pocket 5 here in a second, but I want to start off with some of this handheld stuff. And also, I guess while people are trickling on in, let's see what everyone's playing. What are you guys playing? What are you up to this week? I try to make this a very interactive stream, and it's definitely going to be, like, in the sense we chat and all that, it's definitely going to get more interactive, guys. I'm really excited. I have been not dropping the ball or anything on this website. I've been getting it ready. Wolf, I may not stay until the end. I'm not feeling well today. I'm sorry, Wolf. That sucks. That really does. But you know what? Glad to have you so far. Gabriel, yo, what's up? What's up, Garcia? Let's just go into, so this is all kind of interesting stuff, honestly. Actually, let's talk. Well, I switched back and forth, so I'm sorry. We're going to talk about games first, and then we're going to go into this, and then we'll see where the night takes us. You guys can always recommend topics. Of course, as always, we'll get into, and then at the end, I'll have my update, because the website's getting closer than ever, and people can actually go to gamesrevealed.com and sign up. Most likely, most of you guys already have your emails, but I'm going to have a giveaway for people that are signing up, so I'm going to have a giveaway in the next week because you guys are going to help me test out the site. Now, you're not going to be able to use the site quite yet, but you can sign up. And then I'm going to send out an email to you guys for it. And then I need to test out the giveaway system. And if you find any bugs in the next few weeks, once I do open up the website, then you'll be, there'll be giveaways and stuff for people that help with the website. Okay, BT Maverick, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Okay, so as far as what I've been doing, let's start out with our games, and then we'll get into this. Expedition 33. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get over this. Actually, let's go back. I want to use the Steam version. Okay, so I am over 100 years old. Let's see if this lets me do it. How you guys doing? What are you guys playing? Have you guys been playing anything just like me? Oh my gosh. Is she in a red dress? She is. Interesting. Is she French? Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. Definitely gave me a lot more respect for French culture. Not that I didn't have it, I just didn't care. But now that they're wandering into like video games, Expedition 33 is definitely worth playing, guys. And as someone like for you, Wolf, if you're interested in it, like you can get you can play it with the Xbox Game Pass, which is fairly cheap. So yeah, so I've put in 50 hours into it, I think. Once again, though, I kind of let it set there sometimes, and I don't go to the proper pause menu. So 50 hours is probably more like 45 hours. I've probably let it set there for 5 hours. Chris Lee, welcome. So I gotta say, primo game, I definitely think it should be game of the year. But you know, it definitely has its flaws. There's nothing, but what game doesn't have flaws, right? And it's subjective to a point. But I have to say, I'm really impressed with this game. As far as, I'm actually shocked that they didn't have too many. It's definitely a very interesting game. It's French RPG, man. Wolf, I was playing Headliners, which is really fun, and some horror games from itch.io. Nice, Wolf. That's nice. Dude, there's so many good horror games coming out this year. I should do a video on that. But I need to get back into things. I have been going deep. Pretty much what my schedule's been is work, playing the game, because I've probably played 30 hours of the game in the past week. And what other time I have is spending with the kids. BT Maverick just finished Ori and the Will of the Wisp on the Steam Deck. Definitely one of the best Metrovanias ever. Oh, good to know. I have not played it. It definitely looks interesting though. And I'll have to say, I am glad that this Expedition 33 isn't longer than it is. It feels massive. I'm probably 10 hours away from beating it, in the sense of like, I'm a little bit of a completionist. I'm not going to probably complete every second or every part of it, but I have been clearing out all the extra stuff pretty good. And I'm not going to give anything away, but it definitely is longer than you'd expect. Wolf, can't wait until the upcoming horror games. Ill Alone looks really creepy. That one's going to be a hard one to play. That one's one that might actually scare me. But then again, the bunker one did freak me out a little bit, but that was fun. I am going to be setting aside time once the website's into a place where I can be releasing periodic updates. I will be getting back into streaming again. Once again, though, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to do streaming of games, but it's going to be very selective, and it might be more based off of what everyone wants to play and how short the games are. So, but I definitely think it'd be fun, Wolf, to get back into it. And we can all chat again while I play. I play some games, and honestly, we should get back into watching. I know you stream every once in a while too, Wolf. So it's fun. It's fun stuff. Okay, guys. Chris Lee, yes, thanks. Just happy to be here with you guys in chat. Oh, yes, it's always good to have you guys here. I will have to say the system's a little weirdly balanced for Expedition 33. There's definitely like a build you want to play in the beginning and a build you want to play at the towards the end. So like mixing and matching all the abilities, the just additional mechanics in it really make it fun. But yeah, okay. So that's what I've been playing. I also started Doom Dark Ages, and it's fun, but weirdly enough, I just wasn't into it as much as Doom Eternal, but I still think it's fun. But I'm going to continue playing it after this. So I'm going to beat this, and then I'm sure I can beat Dark Ages much sooner. Chris Lee, when do you want to do the poll? Oh yeah. Do you want to do, okay, Chris Lee, I forgot to ask you because I do have it written down. Do you want to do the poll inside the chat or do you want to do it on the channel? And if you want to do it in the chat, I'm wondering, Wolf, are you in a place that you could do the poll? If not, I can pull it all up. So, okay. Let's start off with our first topic. And once again, if you guys have topics, let me know if you put them in the Discord or here, and I will queue them up. This handheld gaming device has promise, but one fatal flaw holds it back. This is from CNET, and I've honestly been very curious about this device right here. The problem being like two things. One, I think these buttons are just a little too small. I think they could have made them a little bigger. And then it's AYANEO, so it tends to be a little pricier. Okay, sounds good, Chris Lee. If Wolf can't get to it, then yes, pull on live chat. Yes, Wolf. I guess Cass Smith actually could do it too. Anyone that's a mod should be able to do it. We just need a poll. And Chris Lee, remind me. So, the poll probably should be the Xbox handheld, the Legion Go maybe 2 or like one of the new Legion Go. So it's going to be for the handheld. So the Xbox Ally X probably is what we should do. The X, and then we should do the Legion Go 2, Switch 2, and then I don't know, guys. What do you think we should do as the fourth item for the poll? Okay. So the AYANEO has carved out a place for itself among both Windows and Android gaming devices, and the Pocket S is one of the latest flagship Android devices, which I like how slim it is. Honestly, I really like that this is very pocketable. Android, but I do like this device. That's why I'm bringing it up. They have a new Xbox Quest headset also. Yep. Okay. I've spent a few weeks with it, and there's quite a lot to like, including high-end specs, top-tier performance, and an impressive display. However, software quirks and a high price tag make it a tough sell, and that's what I was kind of expecting. AYANEO's software is not like up to par, anyways, in my opinion. But yeah, it's the high price. Even though I actually think these devices are like at least the AYANEO that I have is put together pretty well. But the OLED in it is just oversaturated beyond hell. Raichi, the Xbox McCluskey, the variant Series ZX will be the best console. Raichi, I don't know if you're messing with this or not. I don't know what I think you're messing with this on the like Series ZX. But I feel like you're on the fringe of news more than I am. Wolf, I usually have to sign in under you to do the poll. I don't know how to do the poll on phone. So what do you guys want the fourth handheld to be? Oh, Wolf, I did not know that. What should we do as the fourth handheld? We could do just the ROG Ally X. Okay, and just do the ROG Ally X. So that makes sense. So would you choose like the Xbox Ally X, the ROG Ally X, the Legion Go 2, or there's so many of them. I'll have to do a couple of polls on the website and on YouTube too. So, and whatever the fourth one was that we talked about. Awesome. Thank you, Wolf. Okay. Thankfully, the Pocket S feels wonderful to hold. The form factor is exactly what you'd want from a portable handheld. It's solid, easy to grip, and doesn't feel cheap or plastic at all. The buttons, joysticks, and triggers feel fantastic as well. They are clicky and responsive, and I never experienced any drift or lag from anywhere. The Hall effect triggers and joysticks are a nice touch. I still think Hall effect is overkill, like meaning I think that they need to be the default, but I think they're overkill as for a lot of devices because you're just not going to run into that stick drift anytime soon. But, never hurts to have the best. The metal rim and high quality plastic on the front and the back also help it feel premium to hold. Aside from the typical buttons and controls, the top house, the third, right, and left trigger, right up here. And then it has an SD card slot that can do up to 2 terabytes, of course. Now, the base version of the Pocket, it's got the Qualcomm Snapdragon GX. Isn't this an older generation too? The GX, the G3X Gen 2, I feel like is a little, okay. Worked directly with Qualcomm for over a year. It's similar to power of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. Okay. Powered most flagships back in 2023. Yes, it's a 2-year-old chip, but it still performed well in my testing. Every game ran without flaws. I'm curious if they did it for it was a customized chip for gaming on Android. The base version of the Pocket S has 12 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, which isn't a huge amount of storage, but for an Android device with expandable memory, it's not bad. You can max it out with 16 gig. Even for Android, I feel like 12 gigabytes isn't quite enough. I'd probably do this route, but who knows? I don't know how much this is going to be. Lastly, the display is impressive. It's 6 inches with an option to upgrade from 1080 to 1440 resolution. Wow. I mean, I'd probably stick with 1080 if this is for gaming, but that's interesting that you can upgrade it. It's not OLED, sadly. You won't get the level of contrast, but it does get up to 400 nits. So, right. Okay. I mean, we've seen this stuff before, but I just wanted to refresh myself on this. The company, let's see, one of the best features of the Pocket S is its incredible support for emulators. Aya Neo has built into the software a huge range of support. Oh, really? That's interesting. Icarus, welcome. The company's iSpace software is where you can load up all your emulator files, and it essentially organizes each file by game system for you. You can import mostly any type of file, and it should work since the Pocket S runs Android. I was even able to download RetroArch and run it without issues. Plus, cloud gaming from Xbox and PS Remote both worked just fine. I'm guys, don't worry, we're not going to be reading the rest, the whole thing. I just wanted to get a good concept of some of this, which is honestly, emulators is a big part of having this, right? So, but both worked fine on the Pocket S. So Xbox and PS Remote. It really is like having the best of every. So you can stream from your consoles, you can play your emulators and stuff like that. Did it say? So yeah, it does cloud gaming from Xbox, which is kind of cool. I'm curious, up to what point with this? Do you think it's like a PlayStation up to PlayStation 2, or do you think it's able to do a PlayStation 3? And PlayStation 3 is kind of a pain in the butt. I'd assume no. Fans get really loud when they ramp up, but it is interesting that it's a 6-inch screen. I mean, it honestly looks like it would fit really well in your hands. I really like the concept of it, but for the price, yeah, you're going to be going from anywhere from $559 to $769, and for that, I just don't need portability enough. I have my phone right here, that I can, if I get bored enough, I can play a game on that touchscreen. But I'm usually listening to a podcast or watching YouTube or something like that. So, Wolf, how are we doing with the? You having any issues with the poll? So, what do you guys think of this? And what do you guys? I'm curious what you guys want out of your next handheld. I know some of you are looking at the Xbox, some of you are looking at some other devices. I don't necessarily want another Android device. I already have one that I use on and off. It's just been a little bit. I really like the form factor on this. I don't, but it's not, it'd be a secondary handheld, which is crazy, but it'd be a secondary handheld. It wouldn't be my primary at all. BT Maverick seems like a trade-off between refresh rate VR versus OLED at the moment. Wonder when we will start seeing both. Okay, both on handhelds. Yeah, it is interesting to see that. BT Maverick's talking about Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is awesome. It's an awesome game. Yeah, it's pretty close to the PlayStation 5 Pro console costs less than the top spec. That is crazy. That's crazy, guys. Okay, so Cascoder went ahead and got the Retroid 5 handset. This little thing. Which, if you want, I believe this is also Android, right? Let's see here. So, Cascoder, I don't know if you're still here, but like, how are you liking it? Wolf, yes, 3 is coming. Oh, okay, yeah, BT Maverick. So Little Nightmares 3 is coming out this October. Your questions above. Oh, Wolf, handhelds, Xbox Ally X, ROG Ally X, Legion Go 2, Switch 2. Yes, that's it. Let's do that. Ship it. Let's do it. So this is half the price. Now, specs wise, I don't think you're going to be getting as high of specs, like 8 gigs RAM. Same starting storage, probably slower though. Yeah, UFS. And then, what version of Android 13? How old is this? Oh, well. But all around, if you're doing emulation and stuff like that, like this would probably be suffice. It will probably be able to get close enough to the other one too. Ooh. Choose your battle. Uh-oh, I messed up the comments. I can't read the comments while the poll's open. So keep on voting, guys. Please vote. Yeah. I mean, now that I have an iPhone and I main an iPhone, like my main phone is an iPhone, I might be more intrigued into getting an Android handheld for emulation and stuff, because it's just a little easier to set up than it is on like Steam Deck. That being said, and plus, I think I'd find myself putting it in my day bag more than my Steam Deck. And so if I went to someone's house and it was, let's say, sometimes I'll go and hang out with friends when I'm not building the website. And we'll just chill. It's like, especially back in the day, I would sit down and pull this out and play a game on it. It'd be fun. Whereas I might not hunker, like my Steam Deck's a little beefier. I'll take my Steam Deck on like planes and everything else. Like I've taken every trip I've gone on since I've got my Steam Deck. It's pretty much gone with me. My Steam Deck. I really like it for traveling. Between that and my iPad. BT Maverick, and the other one made by the old Little Nightmares called Reanimal, which looks just as, I'm gonna assume, creepy BT Maverick. Just as awesome. Nice. So, another great option if you want an Android device for gaming. Then we have the Xbox branded MetaQuest VR headset is on the way. That's what you were talking about. Okay. That is interesting. That is a news item I did not see coming. So while Sony has released 2 PlayStation VR headsets, Microsoft has stayed out of the wearable tech market when it comes to gaming, though it has the business focus HoloLens 2, but now the Xbox brand will appear on an upcoming MetaQuest. I need to set up. Sorry, guys. Okay. MetaQuest VR headset. Spotted by The Verge, Meta revealed the collaboration with Xbox as a part of the VR company's next step toward our vision for a more open computing platform for the metaverse. The partnership seems pretty straightforward, with Meta saying it's developing a limited edition MetaQuest inspired by Xbox. I really am curious where this is going to go. This isn't the first time the two companies have worked together. Last year, Xbox Cloud Gaming arrived on MetaQuest 3, letting you play games like Halo Infinite on VR headset. On Instagram, Meta Platforms founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg teased an Xbox edition of the MetaQuest that came with an Xbox controller and Xbox Game Pass. Meanwhile, other companies will apparently go further with their collaboration with Meta. For instance, Asus is apparently building an all-new performance gaming headset with the Meta Horizon OS. That's interesting. MetaQuest 3 launched last year and starts at $500 for the 128 gigabyte version of the headset. As for Microsoft, it does seem to be eyeing new hardware fronts in the future. Last month, Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer talked about how the Xbox handheld was an intriguing idea. So this is came April. So this is a couple months ago. Oh no, this is a year ago. I don't even know that. That's crazy that this was a year ago. I did not know this. Did you guys know this? Maybe I did, and it's just completely slipped my mind. But what a weird thing to do is to have an Xbox branded MetaQuest. Awesome. Thank you, Wolf, for the poll. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and wrap up our voting. In fact, I will see if I can vote too on my other channel. Just gonna go ahead and don't mind me. I gotta what? Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So right now it's the Xbox Ally X and the Legion Go 2. So Xbox Ally X is 67% and the Legion Go 2 is 33%. Interesting. Now, to be fair, I'll be honest, like the Xbox handheld does look pretty good. So now that let's pretty much close this out. PT Maverick, which one is this Xbox going to buy first? Are you talking about between Asus and Meta, aka Facebook? Microsoft might be big enough to buy Facebook, but I don't see them getting any benefit from it. Honestly, I just don't see them getting any benefit except for, I guess, owning a social media could help, but I feel like Facebook / Meta has been just downward trend of destroying itself. So I think it's a slightly failing IP, but we'll see. As far as Asus, let's say if it ends up being good enough, maybe they will buy Asus. They definitely could buy Asus. Wolf, do you know how to fix SteamGuard? SteamGuard, huh? Carrie, welcome. Xbox Ally X is on store. Xbox, let's see. Xbox Ally X. Oh, man. Let's review this again. There's one called The Strange City, but there's another one I'm going to try to find. Cyber, yeah, but it still only has 128 gigabytes of storage and no SD card slot, so you pretty much need to stream games or play small games. So I think I'm a wait for now for a better headset. I agree with that, Cyber. I bet you they'll have multiple options, not just like this is for the Meta 3, and that's for the starting. You can get more storage, so you don't necessarily have to wait. Sorry, I didn't. BT Maverick just wishlisted out of sight and it has a demo. Nice. Yes, Wolf. Thank you. Don't forget to bash that, or don't forget to like and subscribe and bash that bell with your crowbar so you don't miss out on any new videos that will be coming out very soon. Gabriel, I cannot log in. Gabriel, what are you trying to log into? Steam, I take it. That's a rough one. You can sometimes contact them directly from your email if you're not able to log in, but I'm sure they're going to have you do some verification to reset your account. Dickrus, who's excited for the Steam Summer Sale? When does the Steam Summer Sale start? I'm excited for Amazon Summer Sale too. Steam Summer Sale. Oh my gosh, I've Is it going on now? No, it's not. Is this from last year? This is no. I was like, there's no way. No, this is from 12 years ago. That's hilarious. It's not even going to show me. Okay, let's get back to this. It starts tomorrow, Icarus. Nice. Okay, so one thing that's interesting about this is that Xbox is teaming up more and more with AMD, and they've already, like, Sony and Microsoft have really partnered really well with AMD, which definitely doesn't help NVIDIA. And I do think that it's when the AI hardware bubble kind of pops. And I say that because DeepSeek earlier this year showed that you can do a lot with a little. And so there might come a point where the fancy hardware that NVIDIA has will not make them the money that they currently make. So we shall see. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't know how far they're... I think short-term they're going to be fine, but most companies are short-term based. Long-term, I just don't know. And I think AMD's playing some really good games with sequential upgrades to their CPU and APU lines. And they have a lot of good partnerships that will help with funding a lot of this. Let's see. BT Maverick, I was pointing to myself about the poll on which handheld I was going to buy, calling myself an Xbot. Nice, BT Maverick. Yeah, I mean, with how much you like Microsoft, you might be an Xbot. Okay, so this, and let's go over this one more time. A true Windows 11 gaming device that comes bundled with 3 months of Game Pass for free, which is nice, but it's optimized. Wait, a newly optimized Armory Crate SE interface includes a highly customizable game library with easy navigation light. Okay, but interesting. Is this baked into Windows now? No, this is... So you can use... I'm really confused. I'm assuming you can use... this is the ROG Ally. Damn it. Curse you. ChatGPT. Here we go. I'm going crazy. Okay. Here we go. No, this is not here we go. What? Okay. See here. Xbox Ally X. Ally X. Okay, this is more like it. Okay. the more I see like the way this is designed, the more this is really good for like at home. But I think I'd rather take a Steam Deck traveling than this. I just feel like the Steam Deck would travel a little bit better, but I could be wrong. I definitely don't think I'd recommend the ROG Xbox Ally to like anyone except for people that really trust that they can stream. Icarus, if I could choose two in the poll, I'd also have voted the Switch 2. The Switch 2, I could technically buy my Switch 2. I'm in line to buy the Switch 2. I'm probably not going to though, because I reserved it and I have until the 27th, but I don't want to spend $500. It's so big. It is pretty big. My biggest thing, the reason why I'm not getting, well, there could be a chance I get it. We'll see. But the reason why I'm not like going for a hard is because I really like for my next device, that's my main device, I really want an 8-inch screen. And I'll deal with Legion Goes 2's, 8.5. Hopefully the software is better this time. And then I can put SteamOS on it if I really want. Well, then again, I don't know if SteamOS supports eGPUs. Probably not. Because another reason I want is for eGPUs and to be able to play all my games on it. So, we'll see. I'm buying the Switch 2 for Pokemon. Nice there, Chris. Once they put a Mario game that I really want on the Switch 2, or even better, Luigi's Mansion 4. Let's see if they make a Luigi's Mansion 4, because I loved 3. I'm down for that. I'm down for Silly Spooky. I love Silly Spooky, and Luigi's Mansion is just a fun, spooky game that I really like to just relax. I really wish, because I have it for the Switch, and I play it on the Switch, but I'd rather play it on my Steam Deck. It just does not play well on the Steam Deck. And so, that's like one of the only Switch games that I have that doesn't play well. And once again, for full transparency, I don't have any pirated Switch stuff or anything like that. I own all the games. I just kind of like having my one device, even though I do play with two devices sometimes. Once the Legion, once I get my next device that's like able to hook up to an eGPU, that is going to be my main gaming device for a while. It might even beat out the Steam Deck, honestly. I really am like my next mobile device is my end-all be-all device for a little while. Just because these GPUs are powerful enough to do what I want it to do. Then when, maybe one day I'll build a much beefier PC, but that day won't come until I have like 500,000 subs or something on this channel. And have the channel pay for it. Okay, BT Maverick, Xbox Ally is a thick boy, but it does have an 80-watt battery, and tack that on with the Xbox's new PS OS, it'll help optimize the power supply. I agree. I'm hoping that with the Legion Go 2, by the time I get it, or by the time it comes out, actually, when does it? It's probably going to come out at the same time as this. I'm hoping I won't have to wait too long if I go that route to get, I won't have to wait too long to get the update for Windows, the game mode update. Don't mind me. I'm gonna sign up for this. I need to finalize my my package for contacting companies, so I can start trying to get these Xboxes. Chris Lee, do you have any of the things you get for being a YouTuber? Yeah, I do. I get free stuff sometimes. For like to review and all that. I just haven't gotten it in like a year. I could have gotten a few things. Honestly, every month, even with my numbers right now, because my numbers aren't great because I'm not posting videos right now, I'm just streaming. I get emails about either reviewing a product and they'll give it to me for free, or work like they'll also pay for a promo overview. I don't really like doing paid reviews. Like if let's say if the product was really garbage, and they gave it to me and they're like, we'll do a paid review, I'd turn them down. I just don't think out of good consciousness I could recommend something that's bad. But I know that High Tech and Gardner, they got the latest it's not the Legion Go, but it's the Lenovo's Steam Deck oriented version. They quite like it. I was too lazy. I could have done the same thing. I just don't. The problem is I keep saying I'm too lazy. I don't have a good deck to send to companies to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do with it. This is my credentials and stuff like that. And I just need to get it figured out and then just start contacting companies. I've contacted some companies, got stuff though. Oh, Chris Lee. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. No, I'm talking about how so many subscribers. Do you have any of the things you get? I'm not quite understanding about the subscribers, Chris Lee. Could you rephrase that? Raichi, tomorrow my games Zenla Zone Zero gamepad will arrive. Nice. Okay, I didn't know they had a dedicated gamepad for that. Gabriel, yes. Okay, so yeah, go if you guys are interested. Since you guys, you might want to be emailed. Let's see. Actually, this might not let me put it in here. Oh well, you can go to this xbox.com/en-us, which is English US /handhelds/ROG Xbox Ally. Quite the slug name. I will have to admit though, the Game Pass has been like, I don't want to rely on it too much. I just don't. I've been putting my money into the website through AI services and giveaways. And so this has been saving me a lot of money, but I'm going to go back to buying games full time soon. There's also a lot that came out. And so, yeah. And some of the games I could probably gotten for free, but then I have to do an exposition on it. And those are very timely, but I need to get back into things, guys. Okay. If I do a video in the next, I'm supposed to do an Xbox video, but honestly, sometimes when I cover things so much in these streams, I end up not feeling like I have enough content to cover it. But then again, that's just me. I need to get out of my head. Nicholas, signed up for the PC Game Pass some weeks back. Nice. Wolf, for the YouTube play button, you need 100K subs. Yes, you need 100K subs. And yeah, and right now I have like 12,000. I could get higher though. Like I shouldn't be bragging. I need to work towards getting higher. I do like the growth. It's fun. It is a little nerve wracking. So that being said, because then it helps me be able to review things and let you guys know. What video should I do? Should I do I know not everyone that watches is a horror fan, but I've been thinking about doing a top 5 horror games video, and then I'll condense it down into an article for the website. Then with wish lists and stuff like that. And honestly, I wouldn't mind promoting some indie. With the website, I'm planning on promoting a lot of indie devs that I think are interesting. Chris Lee saying the play button. Oh, silver or gold. Okay, the silver. Is it bronze? Is it the bronze play button for 100,000? Oh, it's silver. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Yep. And Wolf's correct on that. That'd be a fun goal. Maybe I should. That would be a fun way to get the play button, and then you get the gold one at 1,000,000, right? And then you get platinum at like, I don't remember. There's how many different play buttons are there? Need to do it before they start. I need to get on with it before they start replacing all of us with AI. At least to get the play button. Diamond is 10 million. Okay. Didn't they create a special platinum one for like, I don't know, 50 to 100 million or something like that? I don't know. So guys, anything else you want to talk about before? Because this is going to be like I said, the news wise, I just couldn't find anything that was too crazy, like too interesting. Oh my gosh. Sure, ChatGPT, show us what you got. Yes, we know that's coming out then. Oh yeah, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 remake. That'll be pretty fun. I'm a little worried about some of the content I think they're leaving out, but you know. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This one sounds kind of funny. So Xbox June update: Copilot for gaming available for testing on mobile aggregated gaming library. All this is a fancy like help you through games, and I'm assuming it's going to be trained on real guides, which I'll be honest, those guides aren't getting money. So this seems like a little bit of theft. But yeah, I'm really curious. I'm really at first I thought, oh, Copilot for the gaming Copilot, that's awesome. Like I don't have to sit there and game and it will game for me. I actually had a joke with this with a friend where I was like, hey, eventually the AI will be able to put game for you. Cause he has his mobile games and he has emulators, where he plays them on his computer so he can run multiple, so he can run his, dailies, and he has all the sorts of, macros for it and stuff. And you've run into some issues if you have to do set up macros for dailies on your computer. So that's what I was kind of thinking, that this is like automatically going to game for you. You're like, I really want to watch someone play Half-Life, but I don't want to play Half-Life. My gosh, sorry, my nose is itchy. Okay, so Cyber, I gotta go, guys. Sorry, my power's out. My phone's dying. Well, thanks for. Oh, good luck, Cyber. Hope your power comes back on. Wolf, custom creator play buttons or Ruby 50 million and Red Diamond at 100 million. Oh my gosh, Wolf. You follow it. So, man. I mean, I've seen all the stuff like PewDiePie and all that, but dang. Yeah. I'd be pretty content with 100,000. With a little silver. Maybe that'll be my next goal. Which means I need to get started on some videos. But that's going to happen once I'm done with my site. Okay, I'll stop being repeating. The Icarus, you basically can have games like the Query play itself in movie mode. That's true. I should play it in movie mode. That would be a fun one. I have the Query. I haven't actually played the Query yet. I might actually do that in movie mode. I know this sounds stupid, guys, but I might actually, because sometimes I like to watch stuff while I'm working. But the problem with the Query is that I'll probably be more interested in it. I usually watch stuff that I'm slightly interested or I've seen before, while I'm working, and not always. So maybe while I'm working on my website, I can watch the Query, because it's one of those ones where I those types of games, I actually really like the way they're set up and being movie like. BT Maverick, if Xbox has an open hybrid platform next gen, which they're teasing, do you think PlayStation can ever think of blocking their games on storefront like Epic Games, so on? That's interesting. I don't think so. I don't know if PlayStation will want to. As long as the exclusives, well, I don't know how it's going to go. I'll be honest, BT Maverick, I'm really curious to see how Xbox is going to do all this. I'm a little worried about what they're doing. I think it's some risky plays, just because they can't get a freaking name right. They're just like, well, we can't get the naming convention done right. People don't want it because we don't have like exclusives, or we're really not working on like, I just don't know. And I'm glad that Xbox isn't going exclusive route. At the bare minimum, not doing exclusives for Xbox alone. They do Xbox and PC, which I like. Wolf would be content at 100,000 as well. Not for Games Revealed, Wolf. Once you hit 100,000, I'll be needing your help more than ever. The Query has a full gore movie mode. Oh my gosh, Thickris. Full gore movie mode. I own that game. So I still haven't played it. We need to get, okay, Wolf. Make sure we don't get into Halloween season without having a good setup. Because we've got a place, we've got a couple of horror games we can play that are as community. So yeah, we got to make sure we set up for this year's Halloween horror season. Love doing that as a part of the channel. Okay, guys, we're going to be ending in about 10 minutes. I want to go over the website a little with you. Now, I can't remember who asked for this, but someone asked for Spin the Wheel game. Oh, Wolf has the gory movie. I wonder if someone has the movie mode on YouTube. I bet they do, Wolf. I could do a stream where I just stream the movie mode. That might actually be kind of fun, Wolf. If there's not one, I'm sure there's someone that's on YouTube that has it. If they don't, maybe I'll stream it on the Brink, YouTube and Twitch. So this is it, guys. I wouldn't say it's the prettiest. Obviously it has some rough edges, like the stuff kind of goes off the edges. Chris Lee, you were the one that wanted the wheel, spin the wheel. This is it. So, and these prizes right here are just test stuff. So this is not going to be anything that some of it could be, but it was really fun to make actually. And so it spins whatever the arrow lands on. If you're an entry, you win. And so we'll play with this in the near future. It still has some bugs. If you go, once again, if you guys go to gamesrevealed.com, let's show you what it looks like. New incognito. If you go to gamesrevealed.com, it should be launched now. Ooh. Let's not give me hope. It should have a oh wait, the tasks might have gotten cleared out with my newest update. So yeah, go put your email in there. There's a good chance I have a lot of your guys' emails already, so I'll be sending it out like an invitation for people that have signed up in the past. If you put your email in now, it will make it so that I can better tell who you are, and I can give you guys a free year subscription to this, because I'm not releasing it with a subscription right off the bat. It'll be everything will be free that I have. But eventually I'm working on an AI curator for content and some other things. And plus like support will go through here. Support will go through like for what the videos and stuff I'm doing in the future will be going through YouTube and here. And if you go through YouTube, you'll get a discount code for here. Most likely. Raichi, let's flood and crash the website. You're not going to crash the website. You're just going to... It's serverless, so it's really hard to crash serverless. That being said, I do have a spend limit. So if you hit my spend limit, then it'll technically crash. So if I didn't have spend limit, there's just you couldn't really crash it because it also has. I'm not gonna go. Okay, don't try it. So the notify works. Oh, Dickers, thank you. Yes, it should. Wolf, when did you want to plan it? Early September? Is this for the movie mode? If that's what it is, Wolf, let's do it. Let's do it in early September. Yeah. So the mouse thing is kind of interesting and also kind of annoying. I kind of want to fix it because then it just like makes me feel like I'm flying in space, gonna die. Okay. So, I'm still working on some of the schema and some of the data stuff like syndications and yeah, Wolf. I'll also some mods on here and also Wolf especially. Like I'm gonna get you access to the admin. Another reason I built this is so that I don't have to worry about having how many admin spots available on the website. So this is, yeah, this is going to be good. I will be doing, once again in the next week, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and then I'm going to be having giveaways and the giveaways are done automatically. So giveaways, I'll be doing some like small games, and then I'll be doing big games. And then eventually we're going to have a leaderboard that will go over every week on this stream, most likely, to talk about the leader of the week. I think is going to be getting prizes and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, guys. Or at the bare minimum, the leader gets a big call out for me. I don't know, on my video. Multiple things we can do. I definitely got to balance it. I can't do too many giveaways, but I have a whole giveaway system built in, and the giveaways will probably be based around shows, newsletters, and stuff like that. And I'm going to do, I'll eventually partner with some indie companies and some other companies to promote games. Hopefully my point with this is like, once the website gets big enough, which I know we can get there with enough people using it, because then the algorithms pick it up, then I can do sales to companies to say, hey, do you want to be a part of a giveaway to give away a couple of copies of a game? And then you guys kind of benefit from it. So yeah. Nice. Wolf, no, you can just sign up for your regular email. I need to talk to you about the business email anyways. I switched providers, and so I need to set up your email again. It's technically there, but it just gets, I just piped to somewhere. But I'll talk to you later about that, Wolf, if you're okay with that. Yeah, we'll set up some Halloween events. I have a whole event, like you don't see it here, but I have some events, and that one's going to be one that I might release multiple versions of. I also have a change log. You'll also be able to vote on new features for this. So, I'll have entries for, especially as you're helping me with the website and testing parts out. And, if you find anything weird, there'll be, give feedback and all that. No, it's not okay. Wait, what's not okay? Okay, good. Messing with me. So you can see the give feedback. You can do bug report, feature request, game suggest. So this type of stuff will be going in, and you'll be getting points and stuff for it. And we're gonna be having a leaderboard. And plus, with the points and all, you're going to be able to use them to spin for giveaways. You'll be able to do a bunch of other fun stuff. So, okay, guys, we're not going to go like, as I'm launching this, I'm not going to go too crazy with the giveaways, but I'll try to make sure they're some pretty good ones. I really don't want to ship anything, so it will most likely be codes whether it be gift card codes, game codes, whatever codes. I am not shipping stuff right now. I don't have the. It takes a lot of work to keep on top of that. I need things to be automatic. I will have a store section too of all the stuff I recommend that will be either affiliate or be based on stuff you can buy from me. So I don't know. I'm hoping, like, at the end of the day, you'll be able to follow your games. You'll be able to look at hardware, and I don't know why I clicked on hardware. It's not going to work because I have a and it looks like you stayed until the end. And so I really want to make sure that this is useful for everyone that's part of the Games Revealed community, and just make sure that this is fun. Wolf, you still have your GameStop code? Dang. Casmith, for you, what's up? I forgot about the GameStop stuff. So yeah, I need to go get and populate the prize pools. Let's just say I had a really fun time putting this website together, and it's I've been working on this thing on and off for years, but I finally sat down and implemented kind of what my vision was. While it's being a little rough, it is a massive website, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it, and I really hope that we all have fun. So, Chris, it will be awesome if you get the point of being able to ship Games Revealed merch as limited edition. Yeah, I honestly, I could ship. Technically, we already have limited edition Games Revealed merch. I mean, this is one of them. I live with my crowbar equipped. Nice, Chris Lee. Nice. Once again, nothing to be done with the website yet. I'm still, I have content in it, but I'm going to be doing a flush and doing a final version for production. And so there's a good chance you're going to be getting an email in the next week. Like a really good chance you'll get an email about joining the website and testing it out. Rachie, I'm a big fan of yours. I hope I can get the 65-inch TV giveaway. Love from Central Europe. Yeah, Rachie, you're not from Central Europe. But there's a good chance. Yeah, but are you kind of making fun that I'd have to ship it? Yeah, I'm not. That's what my point is. I'm not doing that type of shipping. But merch is different. Merch might be fun. I might try, but I might still have to stick within the Americas or wherever I have two different companies I work with the merch. We'll get back. We'll have to, once we get enough people showing up, we'll do a merch contest. That'll be really fun. Yes, Wolf, we still have the shirt. Yes, we still have the shirt you made. We'll be doing some more merch this year. So once we kind of resurrect getting back into videos and doing everything, this will be a fun year. This will be fun. We'll get back into everything. I'll be doing a much heavier amount of both games and hardware. Hardware will be a little bit more sporadic, even though we'll cover it. Unless I have the device, I won't be doing reviews and stuff like that. So, okay. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I know this is only an hour, but that's kind of what we have today. I will be getting back to working on the website, and just know that once the website's released, iterations will be feature iterations, releasing new features will be much faster. And so if you want to be a part of this really interesting part of Games Revealed, stick around for the ride, guys. It's going to be fantastic. The least that will happen is the worst thing that will happen is that you might walk away with some merch or a giveaway. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting and everything. Let's get going, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys in the next video, hopefully not stream, but video. Peace out later.